Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Before Your Morning Coffee on Rebel Hearted. Lisa Freed here. And this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about time. And I know last week I talked about time in the way that we look at time and we say, hey, I'm so busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy, right? Have you been there? You know what I mean? You've heard it. You've said it yourself. I'm too busy. You've used those three words to get out of so many things. Maybe being a bridesmaid, maybe an after work drink session, or running an errand, prepping healthy meals, moving your body, volunteering at your kids' classroom, and maybe even too busy to spend a little quality wink wink time with your beloved. Right? I don't know about you, but I've definitely used those words. I'm too busy. And in a previous episode, I said, hey, let's use what I learned from, I believe it was Kat Lee, but now it's been a few days, so I don't really remember who I can attribute this to instead of saying, I'm too busy, saying that's just not a priority for me right now. And then you really get that check and balance of like, ooh, is this the way that I want to be living, right? It's a zinger for sure. Today, how I want to talk about time, though, is about, I don't know, I find myself in this place like, how do I want to spend my time? How is it that I'm, being of service to the world? Does it really matter? I'm kind of in this place with the coaching world where it's the self-promotion, like the coach is the one that gets you the results, and by my system, it's the one, like, I'm just so over it. Oh my goodness. I am like just really reeling in that space of what feels like, and don't get me wrong, I have totally marketed that way, may even market that way again. Okay. This is just the season of what total arrogance and BS, right? Like, it's exhausting to me when I listen to those things and all the people like flagging their books and talking about like how amazing they are and the results they get their clients and everything like that. And it's just over it. And part of that could be because of coronavirus, Part of it could be Corona has me feeling that way. Part of it could be my time at the ranch where things are simpler, not necessarily easier, because we all know I work way harder at the ranch than I do the rest of the time. And part of it is this calling that I feel in my heart that there is something that I should be doing, and I don't know what it is yet. It's kind of like trying to read something through a few bowls of Jell-O, But how is it that I can spend my time and allow the glory to be for God and not this ego, self-centered mission, right? So I've been like sitting with that, and I spoke to my pastor yesterday, and he said, hey, did you listen to the day before sermon? And I said, no, I did not. Insert, are you ready for a few excuses? So this morning at 3 a.m., thank you, I had the perfect time awake, and it was a good time to check in on what was going on there. What happened at the sermon? And one of the things that we talked about is in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and it talks all about there's a time for everything. It's that famous verse that there was even a song written about it, and a time of death and a time to mourn and all of that, right? So Pastor Greg in his sermon mentioned that there is, it's important to know that we have this time here and it's finite. Our time on earth is limited. Everybody leaves it. Nobody lives forever in this human meat sack. So there is a website. It's called deathclock.org. And I looked at it at 3 a.m., which I don't recommend because you input some information and whatnot, and then it tells you when it is that you are going to die. Your estimated death date. And my estimated death date is March 16th or March 18th, 2060. So I'm already on the downhill slide. I'm on the backside of this journey. And my time is, running out. And a friend had asked on a social media page earlier last week, how long do you expect that you would live? Like, what's your live date? And I said 108, I want to hit 108, 111. That'd be cool. Yet this says, I don't even touch the 80 mark. I'm 79 and something. And it just goes to show you as this reminder that time is passing. And what are you doing? How are you spending it? Are you investing your time in something that is of service to others? Are you only in service to yourself? What do you want from your remaining time here on this planet? What do you want? So for me, I know that question is definitely laying on my heart, and how it is, what I want to do when I grow up, and how it is that I can be of service and all that. And I will be asking this question more and more over the next few days and weeks and months, each day, especially in prayer, asking God to guide my feet and to open my ears and my heart so that I may hear where it is that I am to spend my time. But I wanted to just chat about that today with you and ask, one, have you been to deathclock.org to see how much time you have left? Because it's a real cheerful way to spend your day. And have you given much thought to just that little check-in to see, are you living life? Are you alive in this life? Or are you just going through the motions, waiting until something happens that you feel more fulfilled, you feel more XYZ, fill in the blank, all the things? Where are you at with that? I send you so much love. And I wish you a day as beautiful as you. And we can carry on this conversation. You can leave me a comment wherever it is that you are listening. You can send me an email, friedtealisa@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook, Lisa Fried Tea. And I think you can even find me on IG, Rebel Hearted Woman. And I promise I'll check it every once in a while to see if somebody found me there. I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode of Before My Morning Coffee. And who knows what we're going to be talking about. Bye for now.